Today we're going to talk about how to strengthen through your glutes and hamstrings. This one does work both, so it works all that posterior hamstrings and glutes to help lift the pelvis up towards the sky. A really important one for soccer players, just in terms of knee health, to make sure that your knee's nice and strong and you reduce your risk of having anything wrong with that, ACLs especially. So to start, you want to start with your back in neutral. So that's just finding that most relaxed position of your back where you're not fighting anything. Jess is in a great neutral position here because nothing's sort of switched on. She just looks quite comfortable there. Feet are hip width apart, knees are pointing straight up to the sky, and you roughly want to have your knee angle at about 90 degrees there. So palms are turned down towards the floor. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start to lift the hips up towards the sky. And when we do it, we want to think about rolling. We want to think about just engaging through our glutes, like hamstring and glute region, like right round through the back. And then switching both of them on, and then just literally lifting the pelvis up towards the sky. That's it. We hold it. In terms of positioning, we're going to go just a tiny bit lower. That's it there. And so you should feel glutes engaging and hamstrings on. So if you go too high, if we come right up too high, you'll start to feel like it's a back extensor workout. And because we want to feel just glutes and hamstrings, we're going to drop it down just a little bit. The hips don't need to come in line with the shoulders. You don't need to form a proper plank. The hips can be slightly lower. That's it. So just so that you feel both glutes on, both hamstrings on. And you can hold it there. And whilst you're there, I always like to think of the knees being pulled away slightly and the heels being pulled in towards your bottom so that you get that nice hamstring activation there. That's it. And now from here, we just lower the hips straight back down towards the floor. We can progress that now by adding a single leg lift at the top. So again, glutes come on, hips lift up, nice. And then we hold that position. We try to keep the pelvis really still so we're not getting a big shift. And you can just float one foot just a couple of centimeters off the floor, so make it just a little bit smaller. That's it. Hold it. Good. And we're watching that this opposite hip doesn't lift and drop. So we want to lift that there. Good. And then place the foot back down onto the floor, and then the other side. So the leg lifts off, and we're trying to keep the pelvis nice and square. Good. And then lowering it back down, and then the hips can come back down to the floor.